Alright, hey YouTube, Kenny here. Today I want to make a video and share kind of my thoughts and opinions about Battlefield 5 and where it could go, where it should go, needs to go, I don't know. But mainly, I guess, kind of those ideas, just some things that hopefully I'd like to see, I wanted to see, stuff like that. So, one of the first things that I think should have been done, should still be done, is make Firestorm like free to play and standalone, and maybe have some people working on that, because I actually really enjoyed Firestorm. It was really fun. I just loved the idea of a World War II battle royale. I thought it worked really good. The other thing that I think they should have done with the Firestorm is make it so like you can still unlock and level up the guns and whatnot that you find in there and other unlockable things. Transfer over to Battlefield 5, your cosmetics and other things like that too, and your leveling. Because maybe that would make people actually go, hey, maybe I should buy Battlefield 5 and try it out for real, you know? Maybe people would actually enjoy that. I think that would be a good way to get more sales that way, and then offer, you know, something free to play like Apex and stuff for a battle royale game. You know, just have a back and forth that way, that people are, you know, wanting to play both games, or to, you know, take a break from Battlefield, go to play this. People that aren't sure they want to buy Battlefield and they want to try it out before they, you know, get into it, well, play Firestorm, kind of get a feel for the weapons and the gameplay and see what it's kind of like, because they're pretty much the same. So that'd be a good idea. The other thing that I really want to see is more vehicle-based maps. I mean, this is Battlefield. You know, this is supposed to be just all-out war, air, land, sea, everything, you know? Tanks, airplanes, bombers, just all-out chaos. I miss the old days of playing 1942, and you're running down, say, one of my favorite maps of all time, and especially the modded version where they had jets and stuff on 1942. Alamein, the desert one. You remember running down that hill from up top? I mean, the up top one, they had, like, I don't know, 5-6 tanks up there that you could just drive out of there. And then you'd run down that hill. There's the airstrip. There's a B-17 and 2 Spitfires. That was so much fun. I loved that. And you just get to run around and bomb people and tanks everywhere. It was pretty chaotic. It did a very good job. I still play 1942 to this day, and I have a blast. It's so much fun. And I kind of miss the vehicle spawning mechanism that they had, where the vehicles were like that, because it was kind of fun. You know, you could change things by, even like Battlefield 4 had it too. You know, the vehicles that appear on the runway, and you could try and take off, and you have guys running out there trying to get to the airplane and get up in the air and fight. But you got a bomber coming in overhead. So then that was pretty cool too, because, well, they need to have like anti-air guys sitting back behind to try and protect, you know, that type of stuff. It worked out pretty good. I don't know if I'm really a big fan of the way it's set up with how they did it with Battlefield 1 and this, where you just pick a vehicle you want and you get to go in. Kind of sucks. The other thing that I missed too about Battlefield 1942 was the faction weapons were faction based. You know, I don't get to be a British soldier running around with a K98, you know, from the beginning of the game. It's kind of weird. I wish they would have kept that way. I mean, if you find the vehicle on the ground, you can pick it up. Not a big deal. It's pretty easy, pretty simple to find. You know, you get on the other team, level it up that way, or level up that class. You know, and then have a class weapons and stuff, and level up the class, versus having each individual weapon you have to level up and stuff like that. I don't know. It's probably open for debate on how EA wanted to do that, DICE wanted to do that, and stuff like that. But I don't know. I guess you kind of lose some of that immersion. I mean, it's not a realistic style of game anyway. Obviously, it's a game at the end of the day. It's not a mill sim like Postscriptum or some other stuff like that where, you know, it's pretty hardcore on the mill sim side of things. But it's just fun. Like, this is the type of game that I want to come home and, you know, when I got some free time and I want to unwind and play a good World War II shooter, that's all I wanted. You know, I think that's what a lot of people wanted. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence on Battlefield 5 still. I mean, I like it. It's fun. I have a select few maps that I do prefer, but I think the other thing that they, on the maps thing, Battlefield 1942, I wish they would have done this too, like they did in 1942. It's like, I wish they had, I get that they wanted to have like a different perspective on the war and stuff like that, but I wish they had more of these, you know, more of the maps selection that they do have in 1942. Like, you gotta have like the historic, the big bulk World War II maps, you know, like Omaha Beach, and you got Battle of Midway and Battle of, you know, Stalingrad, whatever, all that stuff. You gotta have that. I mean, this map selection in 1942 is awesome. It was great. And I totally don't get why. I mean, I know they burned a ton of people with the loot boxes and with the DLC in the past and stuff like that, just making it expensive, like, and not adding that much. It's like, okay, stupid. Yeah, that's gonna hurt your player base a lot, but then just to be like, okay, well, we'll get more people to buy our game if we just like, hey, guess what? You can just play our game for free, or not for free, but you can buy the game and you'll get all the DLC for free in the future. But then, I don't know, this game's it's getting close to a year old, and they really haven't released much. I'm still playing the same Panzerstorm and that Greekish beach one. I can't remember the name of that map right now. Are like the only two like conquest maps that really have come out as far as I can remember. Like, everything else is in the game from the beginning, and I don't know. It just really sucks. I don't know what EA and DICE are doing, or no, probably mostly EA, obviously, just screwing everything up for no reason. I don't know what their problem is, but I just wish they had more emphasis on these big conquest maps, all-out war and stuff like that. It's so much fun. The other big thing that I think that could help save this game is if they would just, in Battlefront, remember how Battlefront had that really sweet Squadron mode where it was just all dogfighting? That was a lot of freaking fun, man. Just a Star Wars air space battle, you know? It was so much fun. There's so few maps in this game that have lots of airplanes that you can fly around, and that does suck. I wish they had more of that. I think they should totally incorporate kind of a Warthunder-esque type game mode in this too, where you could have, you know, bomber fights or dog fights rather. Gosh, I can't talk. I can't think. In the air, and just have it just fighters and bombers and that type of thing only, you know? It'd be so much fun. I mean, Battlefield 4 had a couple maps like that, I believe, with the helicopters, and I know they had a helicopter map. I think they had a couple jet maps like that too. Those are actually pretty fun. Granted, that game is not as popular now, so it's hard to play some of that stuff. But yeah, I miss that stuff. That stuff was really fun, and it would also help people that are, you know, kind of newer to the game, coming into the game now after it's, you know, after sales and stuff like that, and they want to play airplanes, and they want to fly the airplanes because, well, you don't get to in the main game, the main conquest game, because there's a lot of people that hog them, and there's a lot of people that are really good at flying airplanes. So if you're new to the game and you want to fly an airplane, you're probably gonna get stomped and not be able to get a plane very often. If you do get one, you're just going to get shot down before you even get a chance to really experience it. So it'd be really helpful to have that type of game mode, I think. Dogfight type thing. So, I don't know. Those are my thoughts on what Battlefield should probably should have done, needs to do, still could do, to make this game more relevant. Bring back some of those good maps. Bring back a dogfight, air-only map, game mode. Make Firestorm free and connect those cosmetic things. Also, get a way for us to get the guns back too, that are weekly things that, you know, we don't get announcements, hey, there's a new gun out this week or something like that, and or you're on vacation or you're working a lot, you can't play the game that often to unlock these new guns and stuff. Have a way to unlock them with company coins or something like that. I don't know, maybe there already is that method in the game, I'm not sure, but whatever, it is what it is. I hope they do something to make this game better, because I still really like 1942, because it doesn't have as much grit and whatnot feel, but I love this fact that I can still play it today because there's bots and single player like that in there. It's so much fun still, even though it's not as nearly as beautiful or, you know, dirty and gritty as Battlefield 5 can be, but they did games right back then, man. They did games right back then. It's something else. I think there's still plenty of people out there that want to play these types of games, so there's plenty of market to win if you just stop focusing on how to make $1 billion on each game and just make a good game. Then people want to play it. That's why these indie ones are doing so well. But yeah, hopefully maybe some of you guys agree with me, maybe you don't. I'd love to just start a discussion on it. That'd be great. Hit that like button if you like this video. Leave your comments below if you have any other thoughts and or ideas for EA DICE and how they can resurrect this game. I really still like Battlefield 5. I bought it for $30 on a sale one day, and at $30, it's a very fun game. So please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Leave your comments. I really want to hear what you people think about my ideas for it. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.